Happy New Year, friends. We devote to what we meditate. That you think more about it. You process that. You carry that so that when you carry that, you create that. One of the verses that has been speaking to me this year was given to me by a friend called Bishop Kingsley. He gave me a word this year and he said First Kings chapter 5 verse 4. It was beautiful. It says like this, that God has granted me rest in every direction, and there is no enemies, and all is well. And in one of the translations says like this, that God has granted me peace in every direction. There is no enemies, and there is no adversaries, and there is no misfortune for me. What a beautiful word to meditate on. Solomon is coming into power during a lot of crisis. One, an end of a great era. Her father was a man of war. People were chanting the name of David. Like, that's how powerful David was. Now, it's one thing to be a shining light, but then when you have another bright light next to a shining light, sometimes even the shining light appears to be dull. And now Solomon comes into a season or a time of his life that he has to be as good as his father. He's coming into a season of a pressure in some ways. And his father's commander was not completely submissive to David. His commander was a little wacky. There are a couple of times in David's life where David's commander did whatever he wanted, or to some extent he did not follow the rules exactly to the T. He was a threat. On the other hand, Absalom, was in himself was another rogue in the kingdom, and then David's another son has taken a few people with him and declared himself to be a king. And Solomon is young, not very much trained in the war, comes to be a king. Now he prays to God for wisdom and he receives all of that. But now he has a plan to be so constructive in building the temple of the Lord. At the same time, a king lives in a space of a constant threat. And he records these words. He says, God has given me, this is 1 Kings chapter 5 verse 4. He says, God has given me rest on every side. There is neither adversary nor evil confronting me. There is no misfortune. There is no enemies. Just imagine the switch that he had to have in his mind. One, God granted it, but on the other hand as well, is to how do I view that from what God has granted me in my life? Because there are times the nature of where I am from, the nature of what I've been through, the nature of all that has happened to me, it affects the way I perceive my future. But here's God changing and altering the mind of Solomon by giving, he says, God has granted me peace on every side. There is no enemies. Just imagine that. Approaching 2025 with a mindset that there is no enemies for me. There is no misfortune for me. There is no evil that's going to work against me. Now I don't have to start harboring fear or resentment or hurt or anticipate evil in my mind. Rather, I can focus on constructing, creative, executing, envisioning the positive, the best, the greatness that God wants me to birth in my life. What a beautiful story. Hey, I want you to ponder on this verse in your mind. There is nothing powerful enough to make me harbor or fear or feel insecure or worry about all the negative things. Rather, I would just know God is with me and I am with God. And I'm going to approach this year with all the great dreams that I can conceive. God bless you, my friends. God bless you.